seagrass is very, very important, and because the sea country is really, really hurting, and we need to take more time and be more involved with looking after our sea country, because it's not happening at the moment. So we need to emphasise more and educate more to be caring more for our sea country, and also the seagrass meadows. You know, it all connects from the mountains to the rivers, the creeks, the streams, where it's all running down, and it all ends up out here in our ocean. So we really, really need to educate more for everybody, you know, worldwide, to be what we put in, it comes out here, and this is, you know, we really have to start looking after our sea country. We have seagrass here. Let's start looking after our seagrass for our animals, you know, for the water.
It's a source of food for turtle and Girringun, as well as the smaller creatures, protection.
It's important for everyone to understand the health of sea country and our Tumara region, not only for traditional owners but mainstream community, because everyone plays a pivotal role in caring for country and doing their part to heal country as well.
Today we're out doing some seagrass monitoring with the drones, and it's something that we're starting to get into with drones, utilising drones for our seagrass monitoring, but also we're doing it with turtle and dugong surveys as well. Drones have started to become very important with our work. It just gives us so much more scope and so much more area to cover, and the images and video quality that we get from these drones just helps us get a better picture of the area that we cover.
Before you leave the ranger base, make sure you have everything on your equipment checklist.
Go over the days planned with your rangers, but make sure to let the community know that you're planning to do drone surveys.
Make sure you put your equipment on charge the day before your planned surveys.
Check that it's charged before you head out.
Upload your flight plans via your computer to your controller. Inspect your drones for any cracks, faults or damages.
Check on official CASA app. Make sure that you are following CASA regulations and aware of restricted airspace.
Ensure you have the correct permits from local, state and federal government agencies in place if required for your area of interest.
We're on the Cardwell foreshore and we're about to do our drone surveys.
So I'm the drone pilot today. I'll be making sure that the flight plans are all in check and that the drone is nice and safe.
I'm the spotter for today. My job is to maintain visual with the drone to ensure it's safe.
Helipads are great tools in the field to avoid the equipment getting dirty.
Drone taken off. Make sure your spotters are in place to keep visual contact within the drone at all times.
Never fly closer than 30 meters to people not involved in your operation, and do not fly the drone above people. Monitor your battery level closely. When it drops below 30 to 35%, immediately pause the flight automation and start manually flying the drone back to the helipad. Replace the battery, relaunch the drone and keep going with flight plans.
Those drone surveys include our orthomosaics and our spot checking. So our orthomosaics is basically a big picture which is stitched together by little pictures.
This method is particularly useful when studying seagrass because it allows us to survey large areas quickly and consistently over time, and can be used for detailed mapping and measurements.
They allow us to map the overall extent of the area of seagrass meadows and track how those patterns can change over time. It's pretty easy. The drone already knows its flight plan that we put into it, so it's automated. My job is just to monitor the drone position and battery life. I'll probably go through a lot more batteries with the orthomosaic. So the drone's battery is running low. I'm going to start flying it back to home base. Drone coming down. Ding. Now I'm going to start doing my spot checks, and I'll do them at a low level altitude.
A spot check is when we take a closer look at sites within the orthomosaic area, using the drone at a lower height to capture high resolution images and record what's present in the meadow.
They help us confirm whether seagrass is present, how dense it is, and what species are found within the meadows. This is important because while an orthomosaic is great for mapping seagrass across a large area, the image resolution usually isn't detailed enough to competently identify species on its own. So in simple terms, the orthomosaic gives us a big picture and the spot checks gives us a detailed on the ground. Once your survey is complete, return the drone to the helipad.
Clean and pack away your drone, controller and equipment. Put gimbal cover back on before you put in the case. Never charge a warm battery.
So now that we've got all our drone footage, we'll go back to the office and have a look at it. So you can see the dugong trails from these photos.
When these methods are used together, they give us a much more complete understanding of seagrass meadows, helping us track how they change over time and better understand the habitats we're trying to protect.
I was just so happy that Girringun came along, and you know we've got our own rangers. That was a big day, you know, for me, because at the time I thought we needed rangers, and that was just so good, and I was just so happy. I guess I will always have, you know, a love for the sea, and I hope that other people, and mainly tourists, will, you know, feel good when they come here. I think that's the best thing that's ever happened, that we've got rangers.
I think for our generation, it's a little bit easier to pick up the technology. It really offers a different way to look at all of our data, I guess, and it makes our lives a lot more easier.
I know it's time Aboriginal people were included in the conversation, because we've been left out too long, and we are in the state where we are now because of that.